your perseverance, that work ethic, now digging into this whole new genre, with AI and how that actually applies to give us that lift. Because I'm going into it too, and it's infinite, and that's where I struggle is because everything can take you down so many different paths, and so it's really staying in that lane and trying to almost be more linear than abstract with it. At least
Yeah.
that's how I have to approach it. Otherwise, my brain explodes because it's going in too many different directions. But I mean, I think perseverance really sums it up. And I'm in the same sort of journey as you trying to figure this out. And I still and I recognize what you're saying because I still get stuck in the I'm spending more work, time, energy, and effort trying to figure out how to use AI to do this versus if I just did it on my own. But if I didn't do that, then I'm not learning and getting exposed to the AI, like, again, or maybe the heavy lift. So at some point, it will be able to solve that problem, for me in different
Totally.
ways.
Totally. There's so many different things that it can do. And I would say the biggest challenge for people is to not be okay with it.
Aha.
Because I look at the first draft of everything and say, "Man, that is better than I could ever do on my own." But I keep challenging it and I keep going back and I keep, correcting and putting that time in, and critical thinking should not go away because you got AI. Critical thinking, you should have the bandwidth now to have more time to critical think and have all these minions, your AI,
Yeah.
just doing it all,
Yeah.
right? But critical thinking cannot go away. In fact, it needs to level up because these are the things that will continue to help your AI get smarter and smarter and you to produce better and better.
Agreed, and I agree. In fact, my concern at first was, okay, AI is gonna decimate critical thinking, especially, with the younger generation coming up, so I love that you brought that up, and now as I start using it more, I'm actually finding my critical thinking actually escalating, and it's
Yeah.
putting it where AI is helping me solve problems so that I can critically think where I wanna apply those solutions, or what are the problems that I can start solving with it. And I think that's the transition or the shift, right,
Yeah.
into where we apply and let AI do some of this heavy lift. And by the way, so many things we're talking about would have been impossible 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I have a
Totally.
client who's launching a new AI company. This would not have You would not be able to do any of this technology without a $20 million investment and 5-year time horizon. Now it can be done in 6 months.
Yeah.
It can be done in less. AI is giving this lift. And so how do we apply that into our everyday lives? And I'm trying to solve that same problem that you are. And then how do we help other people do that?
For right now, I can truly say it's giving me the freedom and ability to act more like a CEO than an employee. It's leveling me up big time and I'm using my time accordingly like a CEO would to better the entire company, right? And to place us in a better environment, not just to work in, but out in the public and with everybody, right? Just everything needs to be shifted into that category now. And I wrote a blog on this, by the way. Not everybody agrees with this, but now that I've spent this time, I truly feel it's going to give us back the time to spend with family, to spend with friends, right? To go to the gym and chill out and relax and go work out instead of on your phone or whatever it is you're doing. There is this art. So the pendulum, right? The pendulum has swung and now it's going to swing back. I am a huge believer, no matter how bad anything, politics, my gosh, you can talk whatever you want. It always swings, right? Right now, I believe the pendulum is swinging and it's going to swing back the other way so that we can be people again, so we can have community and friendship and time. And I think you're going to see marriages get better. I think you're going to see kids be healthier because they're spending time with their family, their dad again. I mean, shift is happening.
And great perspective on that. Cause again, I agree. If we're using it the right way, If you're implementing it the right way, use it to leverage and pick you up, save you time, save you money, expand and help you scale so that you can then apply yourself into your relationships, your meaningful relationships, and the better parts of your business, right? And so that if we're just solving for that in everything we do with AI and other, I think we're going to be okay. I think we're going to be
I
okay.
think so too.
Yeah. Well, there's so much more to peel back in this conversation and I think we have a lot more follow up, conversations to be had. And I have a couple ideas too, because we got to launch AI Fight Club. And I think AI Fight Club would actually be pretty cool if we met and we did it as a live stream. I was just thinking about that during our conversation here. So
Yeah.
to be continued on that.